You're so worried about my grades all the time. But when I want to stay home and study for my big chem exam, you drag me out to yet another one of these useless meetings.
Mariposa, it is important that you come and meet some other girls like you. Why do you not want to meet them?
Mom, I keep telling you to call me Mari. I hate Mariposa.
It's a beautiful name. I wouldn't give you an ugly name. You're my butterfly.
Even my name has to point out that I'm a freak and an immigrant freak. Why can't I just be a normal American girl?
You're not a freak. You just have Turner syndrome. And you were born here.
Well, going to these meetings makes me feel like a freak. Everybody talking about all the problems that we supposedly have. Half of what they say doesn't even apply to me.
But maybe half of what people say will apply to you. You won't know unless you come inside.
Okay. But we're sitting in the back.
Okay, honey.
And that's how Turner syndrome has impacted my life.
I told you that none of this would apply to me. I'm going back to the car to study.
You're being rude. And put away your textbook.
Would anyone else like to share?
I'd be happy to share. I was diagnosed with Turner syndrome.
Bob? Is the meeting over? Huh? 1978?
Are you going to let me talk with Dr. Shapiro this time? I'm sick of just sitting around the waiting room while you talk with him. I want to know what's going on.
I don't want you on hormones. We don't know what they will do to you.
I'm 13 years old. I'm tired of looking like I'm 8. I want to feel normal.
You're perfect just the way you are.
But the kids at school.
I don't care about them. You're too young.
I want to look like her.
What are you talking about? There's no one there.
Miss Lucille, the doctor would like to speak with you first before he examines Janice.
Sorry, I couldn't help overhearing. Do you actually want to take hormones?
Well, of course I do. I hate being short and looking like a little kid. You won't understand. You don't have what I have.
Actually, if you're talking about Turner syndrome, I do have it.
What? You look normal.
I don't feel normal. I have to see 5 different doctors. At least I'm normal height. But the kids at school still make fun of me, and I miss a lot of school for medical appointments.
So height isn't everything?
No, but it's nice to be the same height as other kids. It was a pain to get there, though. I started my shots at the age of 4. My mom tells me that I screamed bloody murder. I remember her telling me when I was 6 that I needed these shots so I could reach normal height, and I kept screaming at her that I wanted to stay little.
Shots? I thought hormones were pills.
They're both. I give myself a shot every night, and I take a pill too. And my doctor says I have to add a second one soon.
2 pills every day? That's a lot to remember.
You get used to it.
But how?
We're ready for you, cutie pie.
So, how many interns was that? 3 or 4? I lost count.
So did I. I still haven't seen Dr. Shapiro. It'll be a while yet. I don't know why they keep me waiting like this. I miss a whole day of school to spend 15 minutes with him.
Well, after each of these interns interviews and examines you, they have to confer with Dr. Shapiro to make sure they checked everything that they were supposed to check and noticed everything by themselves.
Oh, how come you know that?
My mom explained it to me last year. It helped me be a little less frustrated with all the waiting.
My mom won't even let me bring a book to read or even homework. I could have done 3 algebra problems in between each intern and be finished with my math homework already. Thank God I have you to talk to this time.
I can relate. I have a huge chemistry exam coming up, and my mom forced me to go to a TS meeting. I wanted to review some formulas whenever there was a break, but she got angry with me for bringing my book.
Do you?
So, Janice, how have you been feeling about life since you turned 13? How's school going?
I don't know how school is going. I keep missing it to go to doctor's appointments. No, but seriously, it's getting rough right now that I'm in middle school. I'm 13. Can't I start hormone replacement therapy?
Oh, you just let your mom and me worry about that. You're still pretty young. There's lots of time for that discussion. Maybe next year.
Next year? I'm tired of people treating me like I'm 8 years old. I'm 13.
Now, just calm down. There's no need to raise your voice.
How else will anyone listen to me? I want to start hormone replacement therapy.
Why don't you let those of us who have been to medical school make the decision? So, everything in your charts looks good for now. I'll see you in a year.
What just happened? Does he always talk to you like that?
Well, yes, he talks to me like that. He's a doctor.
Well, my doctor's a little more respectful than that. He doesn't always take as much time to answer my questions as I would like, but at least I can start a conversation with him.
Sometimes I feel like I can't even have a conversation with my mom. Does your mom explain things to you?
She does, to a certain degree. Sometimes I feel like she babies me too much, but I know she's just trying to raise me the best way she knows how. Lord knows she gets no support from my dad.
So, is your mom open to talking about growing up and having relationships and stuff?
Oh man, she is always in my business. It drives me nuts.
My mom wants to stick her head in the sand to pretend that I don't know boys or that I don't even notice them. That makes it hard for me to ask her for advice or even just to let her know what's happening in my life.
My mom is always talking about how important it is to have someone to talk to and someone who can relate to what you're going through. I guess she's right, but I'm sick of hearing that. I don't want to be stuck in a group of TS girls who think that they are misfits.
It's been great to meet you. You're the first girl with TS I've ever met. I'd love to meet with a whole group of TS girls.
Wow, I can't relate to that. My mom has been dragging me out to meetings my whole life, but I guess that's better than keeping me in the dark.
Janice, time to go.
Thanks for taking the time to talk to me.
Thank you for talking with me. Wouldn't it be great if we started a whole support group? I came to realize that a lack of information results in shame. and confusion. It seems like we're all asking the question, am I normal? Is my daughter normal? The real question is anyone normal?
Well, thank you. You know, that's all the time that we have for tonight, but be sure to check your email for information about our next meeting. Let's give it up again for Janice. Great sharing.
Your name is Janice? You should come meet my mom.